It is the Cliff Yates Show. You are in the right place. There is no doubt in my mind, and don't let there be one in yours either. We don't know how much time we have. We don't know how much time is left going forward. We can't know. Could be a day. Reminds me of that soap opera, right? The picture of that hourglass. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. How true is that? We don't know how much time is left. I'm going to get one of those hourglasses. I have one on the screen behind me, or a couple of them, because it's really a good representation. The sand that's gone through, that represents the past. It's gone now. It's done. We have no control over it. It is all we have right now is that little bit that's about to go through. That's what we have. We have right now. There is only this now. That's what we do have. If we focus too much on the past, on what's already happened, it's gone. Now, some of us, most of us have had bad things happen to us. We've had divorces. We've had bankruptcies. We've had terrible, terrible things happen to some of us. It's gone. It's over. It's past. And if we spend too much time focusing on the past, it makes it very certain that the future is going to be similar to the past. Spend time focusing on the past, and it's guaranteed the future is going to be similar to the past. I think about that show Rent. My wife and I saw Rent on Broadway circa 1995. What an amazing show. Taye Diggs, Rosario Dawson. I mean, it was so moving, so touching. And at the time, 95, it was dealing with people dying of AIDS. Some of the songs in there really hit home as to living the present moment with the time that we have left. One of the great songs, and I wish I could play it. So touching, it goes right to your heart. And it has to do with what I'm talking about right now. We don't know how much time we have left, living in the present moment fully. And the song, I'm going to talk about, there's so many songs from that show, but the one song from that show, No Day But Today. I wish I could sing it, and I wish I could sing it. I can't sing it for sure, but I wish I could play somebody sing. I wish I could play the song from the show, but of course, copyright violations, and they will not allow me to do that. That song from Rent, No Day But Today. Some of those words, there's only us, there's only this, forget regret, or life is yours to miss. The song focuses on embracing the present moment, overcoming fear, and living fully without focusing on the past or the future. And the song goes on, there's only now, there's only here. Give in to love or live in fear. No other path, no other way, no day but today. There is no future, there is no past. I live this moment as my last. Think about those words. They hit the home. The theme throughout the whole show, Rent. Finding joy and love despite hardship and mortality. That's the theme of our life. Finding joy, happiness, and love despite hardships and mortality. And we can do it if we live with intention, we live with purpose. Bob Proctor from the show, Bob Proctor from Proctor Gallagher Company. And he was in the movie The Secret. And he often talks about how The Secret, the law of attraction, became viral. But before law of attraction, it's the law of vibration. That's what creates attraction. We want to be on those higher frequencies, to operate on the higher frequency, right? Love, happiness, joy, gratitude. These are the higher frequencies. And we're going to attract that from people and the world because that's the frequency that they are operating on. Bob Proctor was quoting a man, I can't think of his name, but Bob Proctor was quoting a man who said, "Let's stop looking back in anger, nor forward in fear, but around us in awareness." I think, it really means be present in this moment. I've been taking an ongoing improv class. And in improv, to do it properly, you've got to be in the moment. And we play on these games before we do scene work with another partner. We play games that keep us in the moment. In other words, we can't time travel with our mind back in the past or in the future or try to anticipate what we're going to say. The games themselves create an atmosphere where you can't time travel back or forward. You've got to be in the present moment, and then you have to pick how you're going to respond. Instead of reacting, you're responding from what your scene partner is giving you as a gift, and you're taking that, and then you're adding to that and giving it back to them, and that's how it goes back and forth. But you can take these skills to the street, and then in conversations with people, you find yourself focusing on really being present, not just hearing people, but listening, actively listening, not trying to anticipate when the break's going to come and what they're saying so you can say what you plan on saying. And sometimes we get to the point where it's our turn to talk and we forget, right? We had something in our mind, but we stayed fully in the moment with these people. We weren't anticipating holding on to that thought so when we got a chance, we could get it in there. Instead, we fully stayed present in the conversation, listening to that person, connected to them, and fully listening, not just hearing. Staying in the moment. Let's stop looking back in anger nor forward in fear, but around us in awareness. All things are possible if you believe. If you're a Christian, you believe in God. Belief is the most important. Belief in the scripture and what those words say. But if you look at all religions, all faiths, you're going to find some commandment to believe. We have to believe. Believing in the unseen that is possible. The thoughts in your head are what end up being created in physical reality. Those thoughts are unseen, but you believe them because they're in your head, so they're there, but you believe. To make the most of our time, we got to wake up with intention. Wake up, then get up. Start the day. There's actually a study, I wish I could quote the study, that says, when you get up early, before the sun rises, it creates certain things to happen in your life. Somebody said, I can't attribute it to the proper person, when you wake up late, the world affects you. When you wake up early, you affect the world. We got to get up, get after it. Make the most of our time by getting up early. And we need to do that by planning the night before. Jim Rohn talks about planning the night before. If you wait till the day is too late, you might as well plan the next day. If you get up and you say, I wonder what's going to happen today. I wonder what I got to do today. It's too late. No, night before. Two things. Review how you did that day. Aristotle, or one of the philosophers, said, an unexamined life is not worth living. He said to examine the day. At the end of the day, see how you did. How did I do? Where did I take a misstep? Where did I miss the mark? Maybe I can make it up tomorrow. Remembering, how did I do today? Did I do good here? Yeah, I did good here. I did good there. Wow, okay. When you're going to be focusing on the day at the end, you're going to be holding yourself accountable. You're going to be more focused on your day, living it with intention and purpose, because you're going to review it. You're going to be checking in. You're going to be taking an audit of yourself and how you did that day. But plan the night before. Write it down, what you plan to do. It's good to check the schedule, right? Things you put on the schedule 3-4 months ago. Dentist, right? You didn't take the card. You said, I'll put it right in my calendar. because I check it a week before, the night before for sure. Oh, I have dentist tomorrow at 11. That's one thing I'm doing. Now, Bob Proctor, he says to put down goal-achieving activities. Not just go to the store, go to the doctor, go to the laundry. No. He's saying goal-achieving activities. He says 6. And if you don't get to all 6, you only get to 3. Put the remaining 3 on the next day. And then you get to it. But get moving. Get started. Just come up with the why. Come up with a why. Set those 6 goal-achieving activities. People will say, I don't know how. I don't know how. Forget the how. You don't want to know the how. The how is going to happen. Get started, and the way will show itself. The way will show itself. I always talk about the why. Forget the how. People too quickly start focusing on the how, and they don't know how. And then they'll stop because they don't know how. No, why? When you know a why, this is the reason why. I know the why. And when it's a big enough why, that's going to pull you. It'll draw you. The how's going to come. Set those goals in your mind. Create those images. Have a strong why. People don't want wealth. People don't want to be wealthy, by the way. No, they don't want financial concerns. They don't have to worry about it. They want to travel to Paris. They just want to buy the ticket and go with the family. They don't want financial concerns. Their goal is not to be wealthy. Their goal is to wake up with no financial concerns whatsoever, to be able to go where they want, with who they want, when they want. That's what people want. The why they want money can be the most important thing. The how is going to come. Do not focus on the how. Get into action, and the way will show itself. It's so important, and you can do this. I have so much faith and belief in you. It's unbelievable how much faith I have in your ability. You have everything you need right now to start going after what you want to go after. Go after what you want, and we all want different things. That's what makes the world go around. You go to SeaWorld, and there's somebody standing on the nose of a killer whale, throwing them into the air. That's what they want to do. I don't want to do that. We all want different things, and that's the great thing about life. We all want different things, right? People don't want to be wealthy. They don't want financial concerns. They want to wake up excited about their day. That's what they want. People, you, me, everybody wants to wake up excited about the day, and they want to be around positive, creative, productive people. The why we have goals. That's the important, is the why. It's important because we're trading our life for our goals. We're trading our actual life for our goals. You wouldn't trade your life for a car, for a house. No, it's for what that's going to help you become and interact with. That house, the memories, the love, the family, that's going to be shared in those places. That's why. Come up with a big why. The how's going to come later. You know it. I've told you before. Have faith. Believe. It's true. What do you want? Forget the how. There was a man. He wanted to climb Mount Everest. Was it reasonable? No. Was it logical? No. And his friends, family, they told him that's not logical and that's not reasonable. That's what he wanted to do. And he went, he got into action, and he failed. He went again, and he failed. He made it. He adjusted along the way. He learned, but he got into action right away. Before he was ready, before he had the knowledge and the know-how and the wisdom to do it. And he failed, then he made it. But he got into action. That's because that's what he wanted to do. The Wright brothers were bicycle mechanics. Bicycle mechanics. And they wanted to create this flying machine. And they did it. And the naysayers, 12 seconds. It was only in the air, but it was in the air 12 seconds. The most important 12-second flight ever. Because that's what they wanted to do. And now we can fly anywhere around the world whenever we want. 12 seconds. They wanted to arrest these Wright brothers for being insane. They were too crazy, illogical. They were not reasonable. Don't you be reasonable. Don't be logical. Set stupid, crazy goals beyond what you can even imagine. A picture in your mind that's too crazy out there. Put it out there and marry it with strong emotion. Plant it in your subconscious mind, and you're going to be surprised how the world and people all of a sudden start working to manifest your image into its physical reality. It's going to happen. If you plant it in the subconscious mind, don't abandon it. Water it with strong emotion. And it works every time. Not just once in a while, always, every single time. What do you want? Forget the how. 12 seconds. Use your imagination. One of the most important things. Do you know, whatever you strongly imagine in your mind, your body doesn't know the difference between what is strongly imagined and what is reality. That's how strong our imaginations are. Sometimes I talk about those medical students, right? They were so focused on these diseases and the causes, and they were so focused in their medical studies, they started to exhibit the symptoms of the diseases they were studying. They didn't have these diseases. They were showing the symptoms. Their mind was so powerful. These images, some people cast them. You're a casting director. You probably didn't even know you were a casting director. You're a casting director in your own movie of your life. Some people cast themselves as an extra in their own movie. Not you, not me. We don't do that. We're the star of the show, baby. We are the star. We walk the red carpet of our own movie. Sit in the theater of your mind and create those images and marry them with strong emotion. And you're going to be so surprised of how your life is going to take a turn, not just for the better, but for great things that you can't even imagine right now. We have creative imagination. Start creating those images. Write things down. When you write things down, it causes you to think. And when you think, you create pictures in your mind and marry that with strong emotions, and it gets planted in the subconscious mind. And then things, people, circumstances start to work to manifest that image into its physical reality. Not just once in a while. Always. It happens always. Who has the power to do it? It's not about other people. It's about you. You have that power to do that. Self-image is one of the biggest things. We're never going to outperform in our physical life beyond what our self-image is. So we need to create an amazing self-image. Unstoppable, unshakable self-image. And you can create that. You've got to read the book Psycho-Cybernetics. Cybernetics means an automatic steering mechanism. We have an automatic success system in our brain. We have an automatic failure system in our brain. What are you going to activate? The automatic success mechanism. In other words, when you set a course, when you have a cybernetic system on a sailboat, you set the course, the sailboat just automatically makes corrections until it gets to the destination. You can do this. Psycho-Cybernetics is the name of the book. It's written by Dr. Maxwell Maltz, who was a plastic surgeon. He found he would repair somebody's scar on their face, and their face was beautiful. And then they would go out and do great things because now they had such a great self-image because their face was beautiful again. Then he had other people. He repaired their scars. Their face was beautiful. Yet they were still self-limiting. They still acted as if that scar was still on their face. Why? They hadn't repaired the scar in their mind. Their self-image was more important than the actual image they were showing to the world. Showing to the world was a perfect face. No blemish, no scar. In the head, still there. That overrode reality, the imagination. The imaging of a scarred face was still in their minds, and so they acted as if they were still scarred. And then Maxwell Maltz began to study the self-image and how important that is, and how he discovered that we are not going to outperform our self-image. What do we need to do? Expand our self-image. Create it. Make it bigger, stronger, make it better. Who can do this? You can, and I can. Let's do this. I have faith that you can, and I have faith that I can. And so now that we believe, let's get after it. I hope this episode really moves you to take action, to get moving, get your self-image going, start moving, start creating the why, set those goal-achieving activities on a daily basis, and have a big enough why to pull you forward to achieve your goals. Forget the how. It's going to happen. I'm excited for you. Please share this episode with someone you think might need to hear it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're listening on a podcast platform, please head on over to YouTube, where I also film these episodes, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are growing a community of progress, and I'm glad you're here. You're a part of it. If you want to get better every day in every way than we were yesterday, you're in the right place. All right, you know I love you. I will see you in the next episode.